Here we go. I went ahead and went through the freezer this morning. I went through the one outside just to see what we had for miscellaneous. I have this last half a bag of salmon that I got on deal that I'm gonna use up this week. More butter for the fridge. I have this egg roll wrappers in there. They were reduced and the date on them is July of 22. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to use those up this week. I also have this bag of frozen bananas. I used up all of our frozen smoothies and popsicles, so I'm going to remake those. Some sausage, some stew meat, my second to last package of stew meat, and another cheese from the freezer. That's for this week. Okay, it's a snowy day outside as I've shown you guys. I think I'm gonna actually take this stew meat and make it into a stew for today, and then take the leftovers and try and make egg rolls out of the leftovers. These are reduced veggies that are going into our stew tonight because it's so snowy outside. But the reason I turned on the camera real quick is to show you guys these are the last 3 carrots out of the bag I got during our 3 Rivers Challenge in February. I got one in January. I liked it so much. I grabbed another one to continue the challenge through February. This is the one I got February 1st maybe. And here's the last 3 carrots from that. Oh, 4 carrots. Last 4 carrots from that bag. Organic carrots in the fridge. That's how long they lasted. I just made a quick pasta and cheese sauce and threw in a bowl of leftover homemade chili that I had for some homemade chili mac for my husband for lunch. Snow is melting, making everything a muddy mess. So I got the girls some straw, soak up some of the mud, clean their feet off for laying eggs, and they totally love it. Give them something happy to do while it's so muddy too. Hey guys, we just went and did a big shopping trip. The fridge is pretty empty and we needed snack food to stock up on for lunches and just running around and in the house. So I did a big shopping trip. It's our first time shopping in the month of May, so today's the 6th. I've already made it a week into May before I did any stocking up or anything. And we hit both grocery stores in town, and then I grabbed just a couple things at the dollar store. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through it all. I already did the math, so altogether we paid $150 today. And I did go through all my deals and all my stuff before I went. So, and then I also looked at the sales. I don't normally get this thorough, but I've been pretty thorough recently. There was a sale on beans and I keep a back stock downstairs. I do like to get organic, but that's not always possible. So there was a bean sale this week. I went downstairs and I actually made a list of the stuff that I needed to restock up on downstairs. So I got a case and a half of just generic beans for the shelf that will fill up what I have left down there. So I did that. They were 78 cents a piece, so I got a case and a half just to refill what I was missing in the cupboard. When I get a chance to get organic beans on a good deal, I'll do a bigger stock up then. Right now we are just getting the cupboard full with that nice little deal that we got there. I grabbed pretzels. I really like this brand. We don't have any real snacky things except tortilla chips because I got a case of those. So I went ahead and grabbed stuff like that just to have something different. These are reduced bananas. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze a couple, and then I'm gonna make, I have a couple bad ones on the counter. I'm gonna add to these and make a couple batches of banana muffins, and I'm going to start freezing some so that we can take food when we go on our trip this summer, which is actually just in about a month. I got some regular bananas for eating in the house. I got some grapefruits because I like to juice them for me. I've been showing you guys that. Just some little generic dill pickles, baby dills for the fridge. I'm out of honey. This was very expensive. I need to get it ordered back through Costco. I'm also gonna see if there's anywhere like an Amish or Hooterite place that I can maybe source some at a better price around here. I made cookies. I showed you guys, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple more chocolate chips just so that I'm not out in the cupboard. I want to make pizza tonight, so I grabbed some sauce so that I don't have to make it. And these were on deal. It's just a generic brand. Unsweetened apple cider from Concentrate. I don't normally get the kids stuff like this, but it was $1.25 for this jug. And for the 4-year-old, we add water to it. So really that's a great price for juice. It'll last us a little bit, at least till teenagers get into it. So at the dollar store, we get these dollar store cheap generic white cheddar cheese. They're like the white cheese Cheez-Its. I hate Cheez-Its, but I actually like these. So if you guys ever get the chance to try Cheez-Its from the dollar store, I prefer them. And then at the dollar store, I also get these big giant bags. They're like the size of 1.5 or even 2 corn nuts. I just get a couple different flavors, throw them to the kids. They like that kind of stuff. And then if it's ever just sitting around on the counter, I throw it in a bowl on the counter and we all just kind of snack on it and then it's gone. I got some of these Cliff Bar, got a deal on them, so I got those for lunches. There was a deal and I have a cashback deal for cereal. I don't normally buy cereals. They're really bad for you, but I break them up into snack bags, or I make treats out of them, or every once in a while the kids just eat them like cereal. They have a lot of bad ingredients in them, so we don't eat a lot of cereal. Okay. The rest of what I have, I believe, is all cold, mostly cold stuff. These bags are from 2 different stores, so I will just go through real quick. I got a deal on hamburger buns, and we have a graduation party in a few weeks for my second oldest is graduating. She just had her 18th birthday. So I'm just stocking up on stuff like this and throwing it in the freezer so that when the party time is here, I already have all of our ingredients and I got them all at a discount. I got pull-ups because I still put them on the toddler at night only. Greens, I got super green blend. I got a $1 off coupon on this and it's organic, so when I can get them with coupons, I grab them. And I also, at the other store, another organic baby spinach was on sale for $1 off. So I got both of these, which are 11 ounces and 10 ounces. Both of them were $1 off. I found some reduced coleslaw. I'm gonna use that in the egg rolls that I'm gonna make out of the leftovers that I have. I got reduced carrot sticks, a big giant bag, 2-pound bag of carrot sticks reduced. And then I got a reduced bunch of organic kale because I like it. And organic kale, I freeze, I break it up and I freeze it. And then I put it frozen into our smoothies, and because it's smaller and frozen and broken up, it blends into the smoothies really, really finely. And then you can have a really good tasting smoothie that has a whole bunch of kale in it. Okay. I got Thousand Island, the big family size. The boys are a lot about sauces around here, so we always have a lot of sauces. We had a big tub of yogurt, was on sale, and so I grabbed that, and then just a couple extra cheap vanillas for them to take for lunches. I also have a pack of gum for my purse. I got Welch's fruit strips. This was a free item from the store as a reward because I shopped there so much. I got some natural pepperoni for uncured pepperoni for our pizza tonight, and I got that on deal too. I also got a small pack of shredded cheese. I got that on a good deal too, so I'll use that for the pizza tonight. I use this all-purpose cleaner refill. It says ×2, but the way that I use it, I use like a tablespoon, so it lasts me a lot. And then we got, I got a really good deal on yogurts, so I'm just gonna stack them up here. You guys can see. So I got the Oikos 000 protein yogurts, and then I got the Chobani Greek yogurt. All of them were on a deal, a really good deal, so I stocked up on those. And then I also got these baby food pouches, which I've shown you guys before. I like to get them for everyone. They're easy to throw in lunch boxes, in my purse. Sometimes I keep them in the car. Anytime we take a trip, it's really good if someone's blood sugar's getting low, or for the 4-year-old, or just for a snack. But I like to get the really good ones, like this one's banana, strawberry, apple, banana, yogurt, blueberry. This one's pear, peach, pumpkin, apple, and cinnamon. So I believe I got 14 of those. Like I said, I got a really good deal on them this time, so I stocked up. And then I got these cheeses. I've shown you guys before, the Tostitos cheese. It's not good for you, but we don't just eat it like cheese dip. I use it in the morning on egg burritos, or I'll mix it into a meal or something, or I'll put it into a noodle pasta dish to make it cheesier, those kinds of things. So we don't just sit down and dip chips into it, because it's definitely not a healthy ingredient. But we spent, that's it for what we spent today. We spent $150. We stocked up on a lot of healthy food and snack foods and some stuff for the cupboards. So I'll see you guys next time. Craving Subway sandwiches, and so that means we need to make them at home. So today I'm making the bread, and then we will figure out from there how to fill the sandwiches. It is the start of my weekend, or Friday as it is for me during the week at least, which is Thursday. And so we are working on some bagels here. I have, in the corner over here, I have bread dough rising, which I already filmed a little bit of that, letting you guys know I'm craving Subway sandwiches, so we're gonna make them from scratch at home. And I'm also gonna get bagel dough going, so we have that for the weekend, and then we'll see how much more I get done. made up this bagel dough and left it to rise overnight because it was rising so slow, and it did not rise. So I went ahead and shaped them and left them for half a day to see if maybe they would rise, and they did not rise. So I'm wondering if maybe I got the yeast too hot when I mixed it up. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to go ahead and boil them and bake them and see how they turn out, and they might be just dense little balls of dough that we're gonna eat up and not waste.